Hi, and welcome to the Cloud Infrastructure Chalk Talk series. I'm Gary Ornstein from MaxiScale, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about solving the metadata problem, and specifically the differences between centralized and distributed metadata, and how that affects scale for cloud computing and web configurations. Now, we all know that cloud computing is here. It's driving a tremendous amount of activity in terms of more and more people accessing more and more information, and not just accessing information, but generating information. And this global phenomenon is driving a whole new set of requirements as far as managing the file serving and storage configurations for cloud computing. Let's take a look at a simple cloud and web infrastructure. Of course, we've got end users who are accessing the internet and in turn going to a set of web and application servers that are supported by a series of file and storage servers. Now, in a centralized metadata approach, we often get bottlenecks because all of the requests coming through the web and application tier are going to a single location in the file and storage tier. And that really doesn't scale. It forms quite a bit of a bottleneck because as you try to add web and application servers and add file and storage servers, the requests are still going to that same central location, which ultimately is a big bottleneck preventing scale. Now, we do have people talk about scale-out configurations, but there's a number of what I'll call fake scale-out configurations that users have to be aware of. One of the symptoms of a fake scale-out configuration is a reliance on an expensive and complex fiber channel or InfiniBand network, which is often limited to just 1 or 2 dozen nodes, hardly the scale needed for cloud computing configurations. Another thing to be aware of with fake scale-out is that some of these configurations have an excessive amount of chatter, as the file and storage nodes have to figure out amongst themselves who has a particular piece of data and then who should respond with that piece of data back to the requesting web and application server. Now, we can also take a look at an alternate approach, really a true scale-out approach, which implements things like client-side routing to minimize the number of hops for the web server to reach the actual node which has the data. We can couple that with distributed metadata to enable true scale. So now when a web server makes a request, it's going to the specific node that has the data, minimizing hops and optimizing the configuration, and most importantly, eliminating that central metadata bottleneck and allowing configurations to scale out to hundreds or thousands of nodes in a single namespace with very easy management and very easy scalability. So a couple of things to keep in mind with centralized metadata. It's really kind of a fake scale-out approach that can be prone to bottlenecks, so while you'll get your cloud configuration, you might be facing stormy skies. With distributed metadata is a true scale-out approach, eliminating bottlenecks and delivering virtually unlimited scale, so you'll get your cloud configuration with sunny skies, ultimately a configuration far easier to manage and far easier to scale. Thanks very much for watching today. For more information, please visit MaxiScale.com, and we'll see you on the next Cloud Infrastructure Chalk Talk. Bye-bye.